you see?
Your phone's so much lighter than mine.
Tell me what you see.
So far?
Let me see.
Nothing?
Yeah. We are about to go live here. We're back in the closet because we're finishing up the touches on the room downstairs.
Don't scratch my face.
Say hi, everybody.
Hi, everyone.
There.
Hi, everyone. I have the sniffles. I'm not picking. I'm not picking my nose.
Scoot that way a little bit. Nobody wants to see me.
Why don't you just move that over?
Someone's being a booger. Say hi to Pepe.
Hi, Pepe.
Nice joke he played on everybody on Twitter.
My joke?
Her joke. His joke. His joke.
Oh. You need to test your mic.
Alright, we're going to do test of the mic. We're going to go live in 3 minutes. Love you all. Hold on. If you've seen us on location, you know this is what we do. We're back in the closet today only because the studio that you got to see us in yesterday, we popped the chair in the studio. It was the new Playboy Radio studio here at Dash Radio.
Well, we tried to come out of the closet, but it just didn't work.
We came out of the closet for a few minutes and then they put us right back in the closet again.
You belong there.
Wait, which one? What?
There we go. That's mine.
That's you. Now, normally the engineer, Danny, yesterday you saw him, Daniel will do this, but Daniel. But today Daniel is not with us, so, all right. We're gonna get the green light in about 2 minutes. We wanted to join you guys a little early, just so we could be with you, just so we could hang out.
Did you know that people actually sued Red Bull because they didn't get wings?
I heard about that. That's kind of ridiculous, though. Don't you think that's ridiculous?
You think?
Pockets a little jealous of my new iPhone 7 Plus. Yes.
Yeah.
Matt, Nina, Rodrigo. Oh, Rodrigo! What's up, buddy? Cheers. Warren, everybody, thank you so much for joining us right now. Jake, it's good to see you. All right, I can't call everyone's name out when we go live because I get yelled at for that.
Yes.
I do. We're here though at Dash Radio. DJ Ski, incredible guy, one of the creators of Dash Radio. Please tell your friends, if you haven't already done it, do it also. Go download the Dash Radio app. It's free. It's got over 80 channels on it. We're one of them. We're replayed 3 or 4 times a day. And Puerto Vallarta played already. Cancun's playing. Next week we'll be in Jamaica all week. Jamaica, baby. Jamaica. Renee, you got to come to the new studio now in Hollywood. Renee ran. The new. Renee ran our old studios at Andrita. All right.
That was the old.
Yes, Veronica, I'm going to try not to get in trouble. Yeah, the old one.
Try not to get in trouble.
Veronica said try not to get in trouble. I'm going to try not to get in trouble. So I'm getting a countdown over here. We're going to go live is what I'm told. You ready?
Yes.
You ready?
Wait, you got to hit the...
Oh, I have to hit a button here, don't I?
Yeah.
Okay, this is why we need an engineer.
That's why you got me.
Yep, there we go. Playboy Radio's Holli and Michael live here, powered by Dash Radio. Modern Love coming to you. Why Modern Love? Because nobody wants a label. Nobody wants to be stigmatized. And by saying Modern Love, baby. Stigmatized. Mesmerized.
There you go.
Fantasize. I want to be fantasized about, but not stigmatized.
Really?
It's weird because I want to say hi to everybody because we're also on Facebook Live, not just Dash Radio, which is Power and Playboy Radio. But then I want to look at you.
The whole show would be about you saying hi to people.
No, I mean,
just looking
hi,
at the camera.
like that way.
Gotcha.
We still get asked, and we love sharing. The reason Swing with Holli and Michael will forever live, and we will forever be proud of that show. One of the reasons that we are transitioning to Modern Love is, like we said, many people can't come out of that proverbial closet. This is not a closet. This is what's called a pop-up studio. Yesterday, anyone who was watching, thank you. We were in our new studio, but again, today they had to do some final touches, so we weren't able to get in there today. But we will be back down there. When we're back from Jamaica, we'll be leaving for Jamaica Friday, broadcasting live all next week, thanks to the Dirty Pervs, iOSconnections.com. You know that because we did with LLVclub.com 2 weeks ago in Puerto Vallarta, and then DesireResorts.com. We broadcasted from there last week. Cancun.
I'm addicted to these Red Bulls.
You are addicted to these Red Bulls. I don't want to drink coffee because... But the tea with the caffeine, the Red Bull with the caffeine.
Yeah, just coffee, gives me the trots.
So do the canned frappuccinos.
No, this is a canned cappuccino. It's
No, that's Red Bull.
Bull.
It's not a canned frappuccino.
I'm just waiting to get wings. I keep drinking it, hoping I'm gonna get wings.
Don't sue if you don't get wings.
Yeah, seriously.
That's illegal.
They'll only give me a new case of
Wings
Red Bull.
do you mean wings for panhandlers? Panhandlers have wings, don't they?
Yes,
That's
they
what I'm
do.
told. That's what I'm told.
They can't fly though.
They can't fly?
No.
They stop you? Never mind. Going back, modern love. Not everyone can be out as lifestyle or swinger or poly or open or bi or whatever you want to share is the way you look at consensual non-monogamy or monogamy. Nudists are afraid to acknowledge it sometimes, but to us, that's all modern, that's all love, because the one thing we all have in common is we ask society not to judge us.
Yes.
And the one thing that concerns you and I the most is when our community judges each other. So accept everyone for who they are, what they are, and the way they want to live. That's it, people. Don't forget, we love when you join us on location, like 2 weeks ago in Puerto Vallarta, last week in Cancun. This week we're home, and next week we are in Jamaica, as we said, for Dirty Pork Week. It is sold out.
We got bottles right in front of my face.
That bottle may be right in front of you. I'm gonna over here. Sorry, everyone doesn't want to see how beautiful you are. Right? Oh, you know it? You were right. It was literally right in front of your face.
Right in front of my face.
Sorry. So Dirty Pork Week sold out. Check out iosconnections.com for information there. Go to llvclub.com. Incredible event for New Year's Eve. We'll give more information about that and what we're going to be doing and when we're going to, well, obviously you know when we're going to be doing it.
Duh.
New Year's Eve.
Yeah, I like that you're facing the camera because I don't like looking people in the eyes.
What? I'm your husband.
I know, but I have
I'm
to
your
see.
husband.
Oh my God, I took that.
For ISN 2017, we will be there January 3rd through the 10th, doing seminars and broadcasting. And last but not least, Young Swingers Week, March 2017. Go to youngswingersweek.com. We will be speaking and broadcasting from Jamaica in March.
Yep.
Check it out. Much more to tell you. Go to hollyandmichael.com. All right, that was a lot of information. AskSwingTime69 on Twitter. What's your
Go to
thing? Instagram?
Instagram, Real Holly Podcast.
All right, that's enough of that. Seriously. Is it better, okay, whether you're in a consensually non-monogamous relationship or not pockets,
Right.
single or part of of having a partner, is it better to know and be disappointed in life than to never know and always wonder? And I'm not just talking about sex. I'm talking about life in general.
Anything in life. I'd rather know the truth and not be, you can still be disappointed, but I'd rather know the truth. If I'm wondering through life what is and what isn't, or what's gonna be, it's gonna really suck. So I personally want to know everything. And
when you say everything, you
regardless
mean...
if it's good or bad, I want to know everything.
So
I'm a person of, I don't know. I don't know how to explain it. I'm someone that just needs to know. A lot of people can go through life not wanting to know.
I don't think you could be in a consensually non-monogamous relationship and not be in the know. If your partner or you are not in the know, then you're not, in my opinion, practicing consensual non-monogamy the right way. There's no one right way, but definitely a wrong way is not acknowledging to your partner what's going on or what you're thinking.
But even just life in general, what's going to happen or what had happened or things like that, work or kids or whatever, I would rather know. So we always play this game, would you want to know if you died? When you died, I would want to know so I can plan
for that. Would you want to know how or when? What if you got to choose between how you're going to die or when you're going to die?
When I'm going to die.
Yeah, I don't want to know how, because if you tell me it's going to be in a car, every time I got a freaking car,
I'm never going to get a car.
I worry about getting in a car.
But would it be like, God's like, you're not going to get a car, so I'm going to kill you some other way? Well, that's a horrible thing to think about, but it's people do think about it.
Well, does a bus count as a car?
No.
See, because then I can just get on buses.
Yeah, or trains.
Or a van.
Yes.
There's a minivan. Anyway, you know where I'm going with that. Hurt me today with the truth versus devastating me tomorrow with a lie.
What would you rather?
Between what?
Would you rather just not know and be in ignorance, or would you rather know everything?
I would like to believe I'm in the know, not because I have to know, but because people choose to share it with me. People most important to me that should share it with me are you and our children. Our business partners, I hope they're always straightforward and upfront with me.
Of course.
Because that's how we do business. Here at Playboy Radio, here with Dash, You and I are 100% transparent, and we ask the same thing of those we work with.
You can see through me?
Yeah. Whoa, hold on there you go. But that's what we ask from the people we work with, simply because, and the people we care about, there's no reason to BS, deceive, or lie. I just don't see a need for it.
Yeah.
So if people want to do that, then that's on them. If someone chooses to lie to me or deceive me, that's on them. I don't have to own it. I don't choose to deceive or lie to people, deceive people or lie to them just because it takes too much work. And that's
not to remember.
It is. And I don't want to be remembering what I said to this person versus that person.
Right.
In business, there are contract negotiations that need to be confidential. That's different.
That's not a lie.
That's not a lie, that's different. Well, yeah, and it's business. It's non-disclosure, that kind of stuff. Business, baby. But I'd rather be disappointed with the truth than be lied to, because you're not saving me. You're not protecting me. And this isn't just sex. And this isn't just in an open relationship. Excuse me, this is just modern day. And with modern technology.
I'm not picking my nose.
Sure you are. With modern technology, people are going to find out.
Oh, yeah.
Seriously, people are going to find out.
People will find out.
They just, I don't know. All right. Men are perceived certain ways.
What way would that be?
They're always thinking about sex.
Yeah. They're not perceived that way. They are that way.
No, we don't only think about sex. We think about other things too. Okay. Here, I want to look at whether you're single or you're part of a couple looking to play, right?
Yeah.
We've been asked, well, how can I tell if he is good in bed, or how can I tell if she is good in bed? Typically, you and I say the same thing. Try them out.
I mean, you'll never know unless you try them out.
What's the answer if you don't ask the question?
No.
So that means no, they're not, because you haven't tried them out. And we have.
Or if it's my parents, go ask your mother.
Go ahead. Oh my gosh. Anyway, your mother would tell you if some other guy was good in bed?
No. You said, what's the question if you don't ask?
Oh, what's the answer if you don't ask her? You freaked me out there for a minute.
It's go ask your mother. That was always the answer to.
So we came up, you and I have come up with, we spent a lot of time doing this, looking at, thinking, reading, researching, and asking people, what are ways they use to tell if a man might be a good lover before sleeping with him? So this is for people that are single, that are looking to meet somebody, or find them out, whatever, and couples that play with single men, or play with other couples, and the woman is saying, hey, all right, I know you want to be with her, but what do you think? Do you think this is going to please me? Mm-hmm. So this is monogamous and consensually non-monogamous.
Okay.
All right.
Gotcha.
One of the things you and I have found, a way to tell, again, this is lifestyle or not, people, if a guy's good in bed, if he does not brag.
Oh, yeah, I hate braggers. Because you don't need to show it. I mean,
No, you don't need to tell me, show me.
Tell me, show me.
Right.
Just walk in a room and you exude
confidence.
I'll know that.
Right, because
if you walk in a room and start bragging, it's not going to work.
From what you and other women have told us, over 5.5 years on air, self-confidence is incredibly sexy. One of the sexiest traits a man can have.
Yes.
Do you agree with that? Okay.
Totally.
All right, so then.
It's one of them.
Right, which part are you not listening to?
Well,
it's one of the sexiest traits a man can have. Oh, yeah, it's one of them.
That's right. I knew you said that. I was just saying.
All right.
It's going to be one of those days, huh?
I love you. Okay, self-confident men, they know that they're doing good. They know that they are okay. They don't feel the need to brag about past conquests, whether it's business, women, whatever.
Unless I ask the question, you don't need to tell me.
Right, you don't need to brag about how many women you've been with or what position you rock at, those kind of things. Just be confident in yourself. Don't brag, right? Okay. Another way you can tell a man is good and bad.
Yeah.
And I know this troubles you because you don't like it, but it's eye contact. Body language doesn't lie.
Before you get in the bed.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because body language doesn't lie. Leaning back is relaxed, leaning forward is a little more into it. What is eye contact? The reason is, all it takes is one look from a guy you might be interested in, and you'll think, okay, the timing was perfect, it's melting me, this is gonna rock my world.
True. And I always think if you look at someone twice, you're probably into them.
Really?
Yeah, because you can look at someone and be like, oh wow, they were cute. And then you continue looking, you're more interested than you let on.
Okay, that's a good point.
You just don't stop looking. You're just like,
I'm like, I don't do that.
You so do that.
No, you know what's funny?
Especially if she's got a nice butt. You are so like that.
No, because you pointed out. You're over there. We were putting it on. We were at PV 2 weeks ago. great event. Same thing in Cancun at Desire. Look at her, how, so I look over, I'm like, yeah, you're right.
No.
My problem is I keep talking to you as I'm noticing what you told me to notice. I don't Google or Google.
I'm going to say a for instance. For instance, we were at the Bengals game. You and Jason were walking in front of me, and this hot chick walked by, and you're like,
both of us did. We both noticed her. And you and Heather were excited. You and Heather were like, yeah, good call, guys, good call.
I wasn't mad. I was just.
Oh, I know you weren't mad.
You just don't take your eyes off it.
That's not true. I don't go, whoa,
Like,
oh my God, no.
no.
Come on, that's not fair. Am I really? Remember, once you say it, it's out there. Am I creepy about it?
I'm creepy.
Cause that's totally not cool for you to call me creepy.
You're not creepy.
Then why would you say that?
Because I was just joking.
Okay, that's not cool to joke about. There's certain, come on, baby, there's certain things that you just shouldn't joke about. Because I take that as an offense, though. I don't feel I'm creepy. I feel, no, I notice it. I'm like, yeah, you're right. Now maybe I should notice it and turn to you and say you're right, but maybe I shouldn't be looking at them still. But if you call me creepy, then what do you think people are going to think?
It was just a joke.
Okay, but you do know when a joke is appropriate and when a joke can be taken the wrong way, right?
Right.
Okay, so thank you for clarifying that was just a joke. Because I don't feel I'm creepy about it. I don't feel that Jason and I leered at her or stared at her. I feel she walked by, we turned and looked, and then we turned back. Just like when, you say, look at that, or her, or whatever, and I say, oh yeah. Now maybe I should look at you and say, yeah, you were right, but I'm still looking over here. Oh yeah, you're right. Good call there. Good call. But that's how I look at it. All right, let's move on before you say something else that might be offensive. Another way women and couples can tell a guy might be good in bed or be a good lover is he's a good dancer. Now, I kind of suck at dancing when it comes to hip hop, but I'm not bad at Latin dancing. Salsa, yeah.
You're good at salsa. He's probably got good moves.
Right.
But it's not guaranteed that he's going to be a good lover.
Sure. By the way, Christina and Matthew make a good point. Holly, what do you call Michael creepy? You're the one noticing first.
So true.
Right, so there you go. Good job, guys. Thank you for making that point.
It was a joke, people.
Yeah, okay. So, if he's a good dancer, is that,
It's not guaranteed, but he's probably got good rhythm.
Okay, I have been with many women who were amazing on the dance floor. Amazing on the dance floor. And then in bed, they were like what I call a dead fish. They didn't move.
Some people feel more comfortable on the dance floor. Some people feel more comfortable in the bedroom.
Rhythm? What is it? Is the rhythm going to get you?
Yeah, probably. I don't know. I am good on the dance floor and in bed, so I don't know.
You're great in bed and you're great on the dance floor. All right, here's what we wrote down about this. If his moves on the dance floor can tell you something about him, it might be skills in the set. And if he doesn't portray those skills in the set, just tell him. I'll put some music on, pretend you're on the dance floor.
Because you're not dancing in bed.
Well, you're doing the horizontal mambo, right?
So true.
That's just, okay, here's another one. I do this a lot. I don't know if it means that, I think I'm pretty good at that, but I don't know if it means, if a man talks with his hands, it is a way for people to see or expect him to be a good lover. What do you think about that?
You're the only guy that I know that talks with his hands. I can't remember, I don't really notice people talking with their hands.
No.
I don't talk with my hands at all. So,
yeah, you don't.
You're good in bed, so maybe it coincides with each other.
Well, when I was doing the research, what I pulled up and what I thought about, and then with me also, is this goes though with asking the right questions too. The reason I'm good with my fingers, my hands, and stuff in a sexual situations, I'm not afraid to ask the woman, "Hey, is this where you like it?" Not, "Am I the best you've ever had?" That's not something I'm asking.
That's not a fair question.
When I was single, I didn't ask, and especially you and I as a couple, I don't ask women that because it's not a fair question. But every woman has a different G-spot. It's roughly in the same place, but they like it stimulated differently. Different women, their clitorises are in different positions. In, out, up, down.
We knew a girl that her G-spot was, what was it? Was it her tailbone or something?
Well, no, her true G-spot was still in the same place, but she found...
She could orgasm from something on her back.
Was that, Vive? I think it was Vive. We've had Vive on there before.
Crazy.
So the thought is, if a man can't express himself with his hands while talking, what would we be able to do in bed? Versus a man that does express himself with his hands talking, wow, think of how expressive he could be in bed with his hands.
True.
Right? What did Christy say? All right, Christy said, I think the hands thing has merit, but what I think is when a guy is not afraid to touch a woman or be touched, by a woman in a social setting, I think that signals an ability to get intimate. Definitely an ability to get intimate, but will he be good in bed? Will he be Jesse's girl that everybody wants? Is he
Jesse's girl?
I wish that I had Jesse's girl.
Who's Jesse?
No, will he be Jesse? Because here we're talking, never mind. I was trying to make a Rich Springfield reference there. Kissing. If a guy's a good kisser, does that imply he's going to be good in bed?
Oh, yes. Oh my God.
How come?
First of all, if you're not even a kisser, I'm not going to take it any further.
Right.
Because I like to kiss. And if you're, it is a learned skill. You can't just, you automatically just don't start kissing and you're a good kisser. It is a learned skill. And if you're taking the
So
time.
like, learned skill, like you have to kiss your hand? I mean,
No,
how do
I
you
just
learn?
kiss many people.
Okay, that's
I used
true.
to kiss my hand all the time, or the orange. No, peach.
A peach?
Yeah, because it's fuzzy.
Oh, okay.
And it's round like lips. I don't know. They always told you to kiss a peach when you're younger.
That's going to be the next toy that Ovo Toys comes out with. It's lips.
Yeah.
No lips so you can practice kissing.
Yeah, true.
So if he's a good kisser, I do think that kissing is chemical and it's a type of dancing.
Yeah, you're dancing with your tongue.
You're dancing with your tongues. So the way a man kisses can speak volumes and not just about the technique. It could mean he's a promising lover, and there's a lot of different techniques when using his tongue as well as using other parts of his body when you're in a sack.
True.
I mean, that's one way.
Good at using his tongue on your mouth. He's probably good at using his tongue down there too.
Down below, down south. All right, what if he likes to try new things? That is one way I feel women, you can decide, again, if you're single and you're looking to hook up or get serious, or if you're a couple looking to hook up with a guy or a couple, you want to see if the man, not see, but if you want to try to guess if he's going to be a good lover, you can still give him a try. Because it's just for fun, unless you're single and you're looking for, love, not L-U-V, L-O-V-E, right. But if he's willing to try new things, if your date or the man you're thinking about hooking up with is big on sampling new things, I feel that bodes well for you with sex with him. Because if he's eager to do new things, he may be eager to try new things in bed too.
True.
And you may have fantasies.
We did have an email, and this man said that I think we just talked about it last week or something. Anyways, it was a girl that met someone on the train station, and she wanted to try.
Oh yeah, we just talked about it. Yeah.
And he doesn't want anything but regular.
Right. He just wants vanilla.
Get it out. Regular sex.
Right. Celia said the same thing you did. Tongues tell the story.
Tongues tell the story.
Tongues tell the story without even speaking. You just touch tongues and the way. And I think it's a rhythmic dance, the way they're moving.
It is.
And that goes also with trying new things. And this can be for women too. I mean, guys, if we're wondering if a woman's good in bed before actually having sex with them, my first piece of advice is have sex with them. My second piece of advice is, yeah, the tongue could tell a lot. It could.
Oh yeah.
I feel it can allow you to focus here and there. All right. He pays attention to what you're saying. If a man is willing to hang on the words you say, imagine how attentive he will be and how generous he will be in bed. Is that important to a woman?
Yes.
Attentiveness and
very,
generous.
very, very, very important. Because if you're listening, she's probably giving off clues of what she likes.
Right.
In general.
Not just sexually, but you're talking in general.
In general. And just take those hints and those clues, read between lines, because she's probably doesn't want to tell you up front, but yeah, listen to her. That's all women want, is someone to listen to.
Someone to listen to you.
Yes.
You guys do talk a lot.
Oh, okay.
You don't talk enough in bed. Last night you dirty talked a little bit.
Was that last night?
That was last night when you dirty talked a little bit.
I did.
Tell me about, this and that and her and this and that and that. It was fun. And you even said, I remember because your ambient was kicking in, but baby, I don't know what to say. So just tell me what's on your mind.
It's hard when you just ask, talk dirty, and I'm like,
well, I didn't say, yo, talk dirty to me.
I don't know what to say.
I didn't say, yo, talk dirty. I said, oh, baby, talk dirty.
Dirty to me.
Talk dirty. Yeah. All right, last but not least, we'll move on. One way you can tell a man is good in bed, this happens to be probably my favorite of all the ways, and it came up a lot in research online. It came up a lot with women we talked to, and it came up with men who said they found this to be what a woman liked about them. You ready for it?
Yes.
He's got the voice. The voice. One of the most telltale signs a man might be a good lover is a sexy voice. If you get an instant, let's call it orgasm. Orgasm, when you hear him, He's a keeper.
Does it mean he's gonna be good in bed, or you're gonna like the way he sounds?
Well, you're already turned on. You're already turned on.
True.
Right or no?
You're turned on by his voice, but does it mean he's good in bed?
Let's go with yes.
Like a singer or someone like that, like you or a radio host. Does it guarantee they're going to be good in bed?
I don't know that it guarantees. Again, it depends on what kind of voice. If you like the smooth, mellow, higher pitched voice, mine's not going to give you an orgasm. If you like a deep, thick, manly voice, that's deep and thick.
If he knows he's got a good voice, maybe he uses that to turn people on.
Well, you're saying they walk around and this is the real voice. Well, then they talk like this when they're.
No, I'm saying if they know that they can use that to their advantage, they could possibly.
Well, that's manipulation in a way.
Not use it to
not
their
in a bad way.
advantage.
Okay.
Just like talk sexy to women. Of course, they're going to use that.
So you agree or disagree with the voice being a guy's voice can be.
It can be.
It can be a signal that he's good and bad.
Yes.
Because again, if his voice is deeper, technically speaking, that tends to mean he has more testosterone. You can say the same thing about big muscles, that kind of stuff, but no, we're not talking about that. The voice can say a lot. And again, that eargasm, what did you say earlier this week? You said the best part of sex is foreplay.
Yeah.
So an eargasm, hearing the voice, can be a turn on in and of itself that is foreplay.
Yes.
So then that's a prelude to what's going to happen in bed. And even if he's not a rock star per se in bed, you might still enjoy him because he's gotten you off with the way he talks to you, the tone of his voice,
right?
That kind of stuff.
Yes.
The eargasm.
Totally.
All right. Do you agree then? We're talking about ways to see if a man is good in bed. That can pertain a lot to women too. But let me make a statement to you. Tell me if you agree or disagree. Then I want to know what your feeling is on it. Infatuation is when you find somebody who is absolutely perfect. Hear me.
All right.
Infatuation is when you find somebody who is absolutely perfect.
Is she a robot?
Love, ready? Mm-hmm. Love is when you realize that they aren't, and it doesn't matter.
I totally agree with that. I believe a lot of people can be infatuated. You always want to perceive this person being perfect in your eyes, and they do no wrong. However, no one is perfect. And if you accept them for who they are, what they do, and I mean the stupidest little things, that's why I think it's very important when people, I don't like when people get married and move in together. I like it when they move in together and then get married, because there's a lot of stupid things that people get upset about, and you've got to let those go. So, and they're not perfect. They're not going to be exactly how you thought they were or how you want them to be. So accepting them for their faults is love.
And a fault doesn't have to be, we're not talking about San Andreas fault where if it bursts open, we're all going to fall into the ocean.
No,
in California.
not kind of.
We're talking about faults. Maybe he or she leaves the toilet seat up or down. Maybe he or she doesn't put the toothpaste in the right way. Maybe he or she doesn't do the dishes the same way you do. Maybe he or she doesn't raise children the same way you believe children should be raised. Those can be faults per se, but a therapist once told my ex and I, because we went to therapy for this, she just couldn't understand why I had different beliefs than her with child rearing, with how to raise kids.
Uh-huh.
And he said to her, Liz, just because Michael's way is different doesn't mean it's wrong. And she got all huffy puffy. And he said, no, it doesn't.
Wife did?
Yeah, I know. She got huffy puffy, and the therapist said, no, I'm not saying Michael is right. What I'm saying is different doesn't have to be right or wrong. Different is different. And it's how you negotiate, not compromise can be a good or bad word. It's how you negotiate that.
True.
And where do you, give in isn't the right word, but where do you say, all right, I'm in love. That's one of the biggest issues when you look at infidelity. When you look at people who cheat,
mm-hmm.
they can easily become infatuated with someone else because it seems perfect. Because they're not, like you said, they're not living together.
Uh-huh.
They're not paying bills together. They're not wondering where they should go on vacation or a car payment, or well, that's part of the bill. All these things.
They're literally just feeling good together.
Sex.
That's all it is.
That's all it is sex. So, infatuation, it makes sense why you think someone else is perfect. Because you're just dealing with a surface level. Though they may go deep inside of you, or you may go deep in them, It's a surface level.
Yeah.
Love is deep. Love has intimacy, which isn't just sex. Love is feelings and emotions, thoughts and caring.
Mm-hmm. I totally agree.
So I agree with true love is when you realize that the person isn't perfect, but it doesn't matter. You're willing to negotiate. You're willing to work together. You're willing to remember that don't let the small stuff bother you.
Right.
Don't sweat the small
Because
stuff.
if you do, that's stupid.
Right, and you might stink too.
Life's way too short for that.
I absolutely agree. Absolutely agree. So when you look at the infatuation side of it, if you are communicating with your partner in consensual non-monogamy, when you and I play, whether it's with a couple or a single woman, we can, for an hour or two, become infatuated with somebody or people, and they might become infatuated with us.
Right.
And that's okay because that's just physical. We're not looking for emotional. We're not looking for attachment. We're not looking for text messages, nothing.
Right. We're not to get any further than possibly in the bed, but that's it.
Mm-hmm. That's it. So it's fun to be infatuated because at that moment,
It feels good to be infatuated.
right. And for that moment and for that night, it's perfect.
Right.
Because it's what you want to do and it's what I want to do.
Exactly.
If you are monogamous, truly monogamous, and you find yourself getting infatuated with someone else, if you're single, go for it. If you're not single, please don't do it. Talk to your partner. They're not going to like what you're saying at first, but again, hurt them a little today with the truth versus devastating them tomorrow with a lie.
Is it safe to say that some people in a marriage have fake crushes? Because
What do you mean by fake crushes?
fake crushes, like I'll watch, what's it called, Big Bang Theory, and Sheldon, I have a crush on him. He's just adorable.
But how's
it's
that
a
fake?
It's a fake crush because
What do you mean?
it's not true feelings. It's just his character is adorable.
I don't know if that'd be a fake crush or just a crush. I mean, you have a crush on the Blacklist, on
James
Red.
Spader.
James Spader. If he was in front of you, you've often said, listen, Gerard Butler's in front of you, you want him to jump your bones.
Yes.
James Spader's in front of you, you don't want him to jump your bones because it's James Spader, not Red.
But Red is in front of me. That's hot.
Yeah, but you're not on the you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I don't know that that's a fake crush. The crush can be part of infatuation, absolutely, because you think that person's absolutely perfect. Julia Roberts said it to Hugh Grant in the movie Notting Hill.
Mm-hmm.
She said one of the issues, because she's world famous and he owned a bookstore, and she said, one of the problems I have is people go to bed with, she quoted a movie line, but they wake up with me. So, let's say they go to bed with Pretty Woman, but they wake up with Julia Roberts.
Right.
And that was hard for big name actresses, her character in that movie, because she wanted them to want to be with her, not with one of her characters. So for you, what you're talking about is you would go to bed with Sheldon or Red, but you wouldn't go to bed with James Parsons. Well, he wouldn't go to bed with you either, he's gay. And you wouldn't go to bed with James Spader because it's not the character.
Yes.
So that's.
Is that safe to have in marriages?
I don't see why not.
You're not going to take it any further.
Well, again, if you're consensually non-monogamous, you may be allowed to take it further. If you're not in a consensually non-monogamous relationship, why can't you have crushes? My ex used to say to me, well, tell me who you like. Who do you think are hot? And I would tell her, oh, do you want her? Wait. You just asked me to tell you who's good looking.
Right.
Now you're asking, do I want her? What are you comparing it to? More than you know. If I didn't have you, yeah. Probably. Would she want me? No. But I don't feel, do you? Do you feel it's a negative thing in a marriage or a relationship?
I don't think it's negative at all.
No, go ahead.
I used to have crushes on, I still do, Angelina Jolie, and I couldn't watch him because he was afraid I would.
Your ex-husband was afraid
Right.
of that. Yeah, which is
crazy.
It's foolish.
If it was him still and I met her, I probably would leave him for her.
Well, that's different.
That's totally different.
Because that's different. I again go back to though, crushes are healthy, especially when you can share them with your partner, simply because you're communicating, you're sharing, you can laugh. Some people even make a freebie list. There was a Friends episode about that.
Right.
With Isabella Rossellini, remember?
Eliminated it.
Yeah. Well, I had a goofy coffeehouse guy too, but I just took him off my list. Anyway, watch Friends together. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. To me, it shows more health in your relationship simply because you're willing to acknowledge things that you like. And your partner shouldn't feel insecure. If they do, then talk about it. You can say, this makes me feel that when you say X, Y, and Z. And then as the partner say, okay, how can we work with it? Do you understand that I'm in love with you? I just might be infatuated or enjoy their character. They're good looking, but I would never trade you in for that.
Yes.
It only said that if you meet her, by the way.
Totally.
Here's something I think you'll enjoy. Ready?
Yeah.
Having sarcastic friends will make you more creative. Sarcasm, you ready for this?
Yes.
Is considered a brain stimulant.
See? I'm very sarcastic.
You're very
My
sarcastic.
brain is very stimulating.
Stimulated?
Stimulated.
You stimulated.
And they say very intelligent people are sarcastic.
I always tell you, you're one of the smartest people I know, and you just don't believe it.
You don't know a lot of people then.
Alright, well, no, I know a lot of people.
Touche,
Silly girl.
huh?
Touche. I know a lot of people. Alright.
I like being sarcastic. And I know a lot of people don't get it or like
Well,
it.
once I get it, I understand. There is a difference between sarcasm and joking, and then joking, remember what they say, where there's smoke, there's fire. So sarcasm is not joking. Sarcasm, there is that line that you know the difference, and I don't see you, how do I say this? You're always really good with sarcasm versus joking.
Okay.
Your jokes aren't always sarcastic,
No.
but sometimes your sarcasm is joking,
Yes.
right? Does that make sense?
Yes.
So, your sarcasm is fun though. I mean, sometimes I have to look at you and I'm not shaking my head and uncomfortable, and I can't believe you just said that. I just can't believe you just said that. It was awesome, but I can't believe you just said that. All right, way to go, way to go.
Your life would be so boring.
My life would be boring without you. My life, how's it go? My life, what's up without you?
I know that song. Well,
Kelly Clarkson. Kelly
Yes.
Clarkson.
Yes.
All right, then knowing you're sarcastic,
Mm-hmm.
knowing
So I'm intelligent.
you're intelligent, and we talked about this for 5.5 years. You're very introverted. You grew up in a strict Mormon family. There are six of you.
Yeah, 6 kids.
6 kids, and your dad often would tell you guys to not talk, right? So you were always
Couldn't talk in the car. Couldn't. If he was watching TV, we had to go in the other room and be quiet and not talk, and then we'd start getting loud again. Then we get yelled at. We have to be quiet again.
There's 6 of you, for goodness
There's
sake.
6 of us.
Okay, knowing all of this, it has created the incredible person you are, and people who meet you recognize you're not arrogant, you're not conceited, you're not cocky. By any means, you're none of those things. You are just. You keep to yourself. You have your comfort circle, your
My
bubble. Anyone is allowed in your bubble as long as they understand. Don't push. Just walk up. So don't push your way in with you. You do talk to everyone when they talk to you.
Yeah, of course.
But it's not because you expect people to talk to you. First, again, you were told not to talk, so that's ingrained in your head. Now, you tease me at times, which is fine. We were with Jessica and Brandon, our good friend Jessica O'Reilly and her husband Brandon. And you and Brandon are a lot like Jessica and I are a lot alike.
Yes.
And what I mean by that is many of us are nice to people we don't necessarily like or necessarily want to be nice to.
Right.
And at times you and Brandon have said that that's a negative, but I say no. I say nay, because I feel, Jessica and I talk about this, that being nice to someone you might not like doesn't mean you're being fake. Hold on. Let me finish before you come. The way I look at it, and Jessica agreed and we talked about it, it doesn't mean you're being fake. To me, to her, what it means is you're mature enough to tolerate that individual and respect the environment and the situation, because I may not like somebody, other people there may like them. And instead of causing everyone to be uncomfortable, I have 2 choices. Be nice or walk away. And if I walk away, don't I look immature?
No.
Come on, take yourself out of it for a minute and look at it from a bird's eye view.
I get what you're saying. However, I'm not like that. Okay, but go from my point of view. Oh crap.
No, it really sucked. Back with my water there. Okay.
I didn't do anything. It's
No,
moving.
what if I said it? What if?
It's moving on its own. Just
Go ahead.
in here.
You were saying?
I would rather just be totally not honest per se, but I'd rather just not talk to that person because I don't like them.
Okay. But in a group setting.
It's not saying that I'm not mature. I would just, in a group setting, I would just.
You're very mature, but you're not nice to people you don't like.
I would not avoid them. I would just not talk to them.
Okay, so you.
And I know it sounds high school, but it's.
No, it's not high school. Let's look at events you and I go to. Let's look at, whether it's a complete takeover at a hotel or a resort that's what we call everything optional. Doesn't mean things are going to happen, but things can happen. Let's look at, stuff like that. Excuse me, whether it's Naughty New Orleans, big, weekend event, or it's, I don't know, it's a local party that we're going to by a promoter that's a lifestyle party.
Yes.
All right. I enjoy our friends, and sometimes they're friends with people that have rubbed you and I the wrong way, maybe talked behind our back because they wanted something from us and we weren't interested. Okay, fine. I'm not going to play those childish games. I'm not saying you do. I'm saying whereas you would rather just not be around them,
Right.
I enjoy being around the people that we like. And if it means sucking it up a little bit, being mature, and just being, I'm not being fake, I'm being nice. I'm not kissing their ass. I'm not telling them things just to make them feel good. I'm just smiling or nodding my head or, hey, yes, thank you, we're having fun. That kind of stuff.
Okay, I get your point of view. But
Because I want to enjoy our friends, and I don't want our friends to feel uncomfortable about what's going on.
I totally get that. And I totally see that I probably shouldn't do what I do.
You
But
do
I don't really do it because I don't.
Yeah, you don't do anything. I wouldn't
just
say
don't
you do
care.
anything.
I just don't care.
I wouldn't say you do anything bad or negative. By no means do I think you do anything bad or negative. What I'm saying is, yeah, you don't do anything bad, you don't do anything negative,
No,
you don't do anything
I
immature.
kind of just avoid it.
You ignore it.
Yeah.
You ignore it. Sometimes I don't do it on purpose, but I put you in situations where I pull you out of your comfort zone a little bit. Again,
Yeah, because you're a hugger and
You're not a hugger.
And then I was like, oh crap, now I gotta hug him.
you don't have to hug him too. It was like with Steve today. I hugged him hello, and you just stay back. You're not a hugger.
I said hi.
I know. You're, honey, there's nothing
I'm a
wrong.
nice person. I just don't.
You have your bubble. You
Yes.
have your bubble. Amanda, thank you for agreeing with me. I like that. All
Uh-huh.
right. But it does backfire. She's right. It can backfire. Because then people can call you fake. And again, let me tell you right now. You want to ask me to my face what I really think of you? Well, then let's go aside and we can have that conversation. I'm not going to do it in front of people.
Of course.
Because in front of people,
That's immature.
That's immature. That's also drama. I don't believe in drama at all.
I totally agree with
But
you.
social conduct, social acceptability, what
All
would man
about
say?
the ethics.
Sociable without personal attachment. Oh, hey Joe, I didn't know it was you. Hi Joe, what's up? Amanda and Joe will be with us in Dirty Per Week next week. They're the host couple, I believe.
Gotcha. Yes,
It's gonna be
yes,
great.
yes.
But again, it's not being fake, it's being, in my opinion, mature. All right, we'll be with Dirty Perfs next week in Jamaica. You and I go to a lot of events around the world. We attend events locally. In your opinion, being a woman, I think this is relevant to ask you, and anyone on Facebook Live, please chime in. In your opinion, whether you're a single woman going out on a date with a man or another woman, or you're gonna meet a couple, or you're a lifestyle couple, you're the woman though, this is for the woman.
Okay.
What percent of women would decline an intimate rendezvous if they had not shaved their legs or underarms?
I don't think any woman I know would go into an intimate. I mean,
Come on, their legs, you can't always tell about their legs.
if they're especially if they're dark haired. Oh my God, yes. If they're light haired, I would still be embarrassed. I remember when I was single, I still shave my legs. I don't understand when people say that once
Well, I'm married
you're
now.
married, you don't have to shave your legs. Yes, you do. That's gross.
Culturally speaking, ethnically
There are many
speaking,
differences in culture.
there's the
and
right, the way you do
whatever.
or don't want to do it. That's up to you, but it's also up to men whether or not they want to, you know.
But as a man, wouldn't you be a little...
With underarm hair, yes. With leg hair, I wouldn't notice.
Under hair is gross. Leg hair would
Only-
totally notice because I love touching legs. I love...
Right. See, I wouldn't know. Yes, and you are into women, as I am, so you would
Yes.
notice. With underarm hair, it's just because I would see it, and to me, it's, again, I don't disrespect anybody who does it. To me, it's not a turn on.
No.
It could be a beautiful woman, but I'd rather a bush down there than a bush under there. I prefer a bush nowhere. But I'm saying, if I had to choose where you were going to have that bush, I'd rather you just have that bush down there than under there.
I totally agree.
That's how I look at
I
that.
don't know, there's some cultures that still do that, just not shave.
And that's okay.
To me, I probably wouldn't play with that person.
Right, and then you have that right.
Yeah.
Okay, the women that would decline an intimate rendezvous if they had not shaved their legs or underarms, do you think that percentage is higher or lower in the lifestyle? Swingers, people who have threesomes, that kind of stuff.
Probably higher than lifestyle because you have a chance to, I'm not saying you will, but you have the chance to play more.
And I would go lower.
Really?
Yeah, but go ahead, finish with your thoughts.
Because they don't, because, I don't know, I just feel like they, I'm not saying women elsewhere do not take care of
You know
themselves
what?
more.
Maybe this question, let me think about this. Maybe this question, I didn't word it right. An intimate rendezvous that was spur of the moment. Because
If it's for the moment, you're obviously not going to go shave.
okay, so let me go that way then.
Okay.
How many women, in your opinion, what percent would decline a spur of the moment. Hey, we're at a party. Crap, I didn't think I was going to hook because I went with no expectations.
Right.
I went to the bar with no expectations. But man, I'm really into this guy or this girl.
I don't think any woman would. They would just be like, okay, let's go. They
So
wouldn't care.
So they wouldn't care.
No.
Okay.
If they know what's going to happen and you have at least 5 hours to go shave and shower and whatever, a woman is going to do that.
All right, that I can understand. That's what. All right, and in the lifestyle, sometimes you go to a party thinking nothing's going to happen, and you're just going to have fun, and then ooh, I want to have fun.
I don't think men care though.
If we don't shave our underarms?
No. I don't think men care if it's spur of the moment and the girl's like, no, I didn't shave my legs.
We don't care.
Men's not going to care.
Because my penis is not going in your leg, it's going in your vagina, hopefully in your mouth, and maybe in your butt, I don't know.
And it's still vagina.
And it's still vagina. The vagina's, no, let's find the vagina, hold on. Move the hair aside.
Gross.
Hey, you and I have razors, we have trimmers.
Yeah, we can shave your butt.
Hopefully she doesn't have a hairy butt. That was only that one girl.
Just that one girl.
That one girl. You didn't even notice it. You were so into her, you didn't even notice it. And she was beautiful and all, but I remember looking, whoa, she's got a hairy butt. It was, it kind of threw me a little bit.
Weird.
It just threw me. I wasn't judging her. It just threw me.
Yeah.
All right, on a show yesterday, and it's been happening a lot the last couple of weeks, we get asked this in person on social media, having trouble meeting new people. Couples say this, single people say this, so it's not just consensually non-monogamous. This is modern love, baby, on Playboy Radio, powered by Dash Radio. So if you're having trouble meeting quality people, or the way you think you're doing, or what you're doing to meet what you consider quality people is not working, here's a couple ideas to bring more opportunity your way.
Okay.
Now, we talked about many before, but let's not go over the easy ones. Let's not go over the Tinders, the Bumbles, the Swingies, the adult friend finders, those kind of things. Mm-hmm. Let's not go over those websites. Let's look at other ways. One way, get out and leave your comfort zone. Leave the comfort of your social circle.
I'm comfortable there.
Listen, if you expand your circle by joining groups or clubs that relate to some of your hobbies or interests, you've now given yourself another opportunity to meet quality people.
Yes.
So couples that want to play, go together.
Right. We've had this conversation with people before, and they said they can't meet the right people, or they can't meet people to play with, but they keep going to the same party. They keep going to the same place.
Right.
Expand your horizons and go somewhere else.
Right. And what's great about the resorts like Desire, the takeover we were at with LLV Club, being in Jamaica with Dirty Pervies, there's same and different people all the time. Young Swingers Week, new people coming and stuff like that. So it's a couple if you want to do that, great place. And then, if you want to travel, you can travel to other places, go to parties, and you won't know those people.
Right.
So it's a whole new crop. If you're single, the same thing, in or out of the lifestyle. If you're going to Joe's bar every night, Joe, I know you don't own a bar, but just say you did. If you're going to Joe's bar every night, you're only going to see the same people every night.
Right.
And if you go to the same, I played in a few softball leagues. I'm with the same people. If I were to go to another city and start playing in a softball league there, there's co-ed, it would give us an opportunity to possibly meet new people.
Probably.
If I was single, I would do that.
And you don't even have to go out. You can go to different websites and go to all these things. So
well, see, that's what I'm saying. So you're right about. Wait, what do you mean different websites? You're saying
if you're going to the same website, or if you're only in certain groups, or even church groups. Holy cow.
Yeah, but that's different though. When you look at church groups, I agree with you.
Yeah.
Because if you're in this club at your church, and that's the only club you go to, then you're only going to meet the same people. But there may be thousands of people in your church, and some go to this other club. Websites, somebody can make the argument, well, every day on Tinder, 10,000 new people sign up. Yeah, but you're still on Tinder. So that's why I said stay away from the websites on this one, because I think the websites are an easy out. They're definitely easy to meet people, but not everyone's having as much luck. So opportunities can come your way when you expand your circle. Also, when you build connections with acquaintances. What do I mean by that? I know this would be tough for you. The people you run into in exchange a casual hi, they might add a lot to your life.
They could.
Just
possibly could.
Stopping when they say hi or you say hi, and when you ask how their day is, stop and listen.
Right. And actually mean what you're asking.
Right.
A lot of people, how are your day?
And they're already halfway down the block.
Yes.
Right.
I do that. I'm guilty of it. I'm sure a lot of people do it too.
Does that make sense though? Because if you and I want to meet new people to play with, and we find,
not even to play with, just to be friends. And sometimes forget the play aspect, just to be friends with. Here at Dash, there's a whole new crowd of people.
Right.
And we get invited to new places. And it's fun because we're meeting new people. And when you and I go out, we're not hunting, per se. We're not looking for people to play with.
Right.
We're out having fun. We're enjoying ourselves.
Mm-hmm.
You agree?
Yes.
So it's a matter of building connections with acquaintances, because that casual high can add a lot to your life if you allow it to. And I know that'd be you breaking a comfort zone.
Totally agree.
But sometimes it's like what I said before, you've got to expand your zone.
You are true. And I like that you talk to people, because then we have friends and I didn't necessarily have to do it myself, which
Right.
I'm not good at.
All right, here's another one. Now, I said let's stay away from the websites.
Mm-hmm.
Let me talk about Facebook for a minute though. Sometimes people get nervous meeting face to face.
Yes.
That can be tough. So if you connect on Facebook, you can keep it cool and clean.
Right.
Unless the other person suggests something dirty, but you can get to know somebody. So whereas Facebook, some people use it for dating and reconnecting, others use it for just meeting people and then...
I use it for funny videos.
You do use it for funny.
That's all I use it for.
You're funny about that. But it's a way to get to know somebody. I was talking to, there was 3 women and a guy the other day. They were asking for my opinion on...
Sounds like a movie.
3 men and a baby.
Yes, that's it.
But they were asking for my opinion on a few topics, and one of the things we were talking about was that rarely do people meet out anymore, like what we're talking about.
Uh-huh.
They tend to meet online. There's not a lot of courting, and I said, well, things move quicker now, because when you see somebody's profile online, or you read about them, and then you text, you instant message, you email, what used to take possibly 5, 6, 7 dates to learn about somebody takes place now virtually, meaning
Right.
through electronic correspondence.
Uh-huh.
So a first date, though it may be your first physical date,
Right.
face to face, you know a lot about each other, whereas in the past, I mean, you could read somebody's
Do you think
profile.
that's good or bad?
I think it's good if you allow it to lead in the sense that I fear that too many people think, you know what, we don't agree on this, so there's somebody better around the digital corner.
Right.
So to me, it's bad if you're thinking, who's next? It's good if you're thinking, I've learned a lot about this person, and I've enjoyed it so much that I want to go meet them in person now.
Okay, let me throw this out there. You know my, I guess, ex-brother-in-law?
Right.
I'm not gonna say his name, but he met this girl. So him and my sister got divorced a couple years ago.
Pickle Puss and Brandon got divorced. I'm going to say his name.
Brandon is not his name.
Oh, that's not his name. Tom. Pickle Puss and Tom got divorced.
Pickle Puss and Tom got divorced, and he met a girl from
The Ukraine. Yep, from the Ukraine.
online. He's only seen her twice in his life.
In person, they met
physically.
twice, right.
Physically, and now he's engaged to be married to her. She's supposed to move to the U.S. next year.
Okay,
Is that something that people should do? Because he doesn't know her physically. He doesn't know her, what her likes and dislikes are. He may know because people tell him, but once you move into that situation, it's totally different.
well, okay. So let me break that down there. Is it okay? I think it is okay because you can learn a lot about somebody electronically. You can FaceTime,
Right.
Skype, whatever you use. It's free and it connects to the world. I mean, we're
Right.
digital. We're globally digital now.
You've never met her before.
Never would have met her before. The fact that they've spent time together in person, even though she's in the Ukraine and he's here, he's gone there, great. And you said it too. Isn't it, would it be more weird if she was mail order bride where she just shows up and moves in? At least this way, they met in a natural way, like a lot of people do online on a website, and they visited each other. So when she does move here to move in with him, it's like you said earlier, instead of getting married right away, live together for a little bit, like test driving the new car before you buy
No,
it.
he's just getting married to her before she moves in.
Oh, really?
Yeah, she's
That concerns me a
comes
little bit.
here, they're getting married, and then she's moving in.
All right, that, and again, only because the only way out of that is divorce.
Right.
Versus, let me have my key back.
And
you know?
she's got 2 kids, and she's from the Ukraine.
I don't think it's weird. It's not something I would do.
No.
But I don't think it's weird because they have, I'm presuming, communicated daily,
Probably.
electronically,
Probably.
and visually,
Mm-hmm.
whether they have Skype sex or sexting or virtuals, whatever it is. I'm not talking about that because to me that's not as relevant as when they're sharing about each other, their likes, their dislikes.
Right.
I think for me the biggest concern with them is he's Mormon, she's not. Will she convert?
I know.
If she doesn't convert, what will he do?
Right.
Is she converting and that's why he's marrying her? So those are the things I would work out with them before anything else. But the fact they met online, then they met in person twice since then, and then 2 years later now,
Right.
she's going to be moving here.
Yes.
I'm not going to say they're doomed by any means, as long as they remember there's a lot to learn.
They got a 50-50 chance.
Well, marriage today itself has actually, let's see,
70,
first
30.
marriages, looking at it, if you look at the last 10 years, 51% of marriages through the last 10 years have failed. That doesn't mean that 51 out of every 100 people who get married this year are going to fail. It's taking a
Right.
huge, sampling. So
I should
they
I should be a divorce lawyer. I mean, huge clientele.
All right, another way to find quality people, let me just close this out. Accept invitations to events. When you accept an invitation to an event, you have the opportunity to meet new people. If you decline, you can't expect to meet new people, and you can't get upset if others decline your invites.
When I moved up to Utah after dumping my first boyfriend, I had a roommate that loved, she was very social. She loved to go out, and I liked to stay home, and she would actually get me out of the house. She would set me up on blind dates. But it was nice, even though I didn't have a connection with any of the men that she hooked me up with, she was
Right.
still getting me out of the house, and I think that's good.
That is
sometimes
good.
you
That is
need
good. I agree with
a
that.
person in your life to do that, to help you. It's like someone else going
To help
to
push
the
you a
gym.
little bit, you mean?
Right.
All right, that makes sense. And then you're right, like going to the
It's
gym.
like having a spotter at the gym.
I need a spotter. I do. I haven't been listening. I've been leaning
I
out
just want someone to
purposely.
spot me at the gym because I never go anymore.
I've been leaning out purposely to then bulk back up, and I need to. You know what? I'm gonna start working out with DP again.
Okay.
I think I gotta go to Vegas Star Gym and start working out with DP again, because then I have a spotter, and then I can go heavier and bulk up again, because I want my shoulders
That means
back.
I can see the babies.
You can see the babies. You can see the two babies. Yes. DP's two babies for sure. Unbelievable time. A lot of debating.
It's already over?
I know. The show's just about over here. Playboy Radio's Holli Michael, powered by Dash Radio. Modern Love. Why? Modern Love? Because all of us want to be modern, and who doesn't enjoy love? Whether it's LOVE or LUV.
I don't think there's any other way to spell
Amor?
No.
A-M-O-R.
Oh, true.
That's Spanish.
Amor.
That's amore. That's
That's
Italian.
pizza.
No, that's Italian. We will be live with you the rest of the week, and then next week we will be live from Jamaica. Thanks to the Dirty Pervs. Check out iosconnections.com. This week is sold out, but they have 3 trips next year going there. Check it out. Join them. Tons of fun. All of it. Incredible times.
Yes.
Tell your friends, please. We love when you're joining us here, leaving comments, asking questions. I know the connection has been hard today, no pun intended. So it's cut out a few times. It's tough. Totally get that. We're hoping to work on that. Lexi the Sexy just joined us. We miss her.
Aww.
Miss her like crazy. It's weird. After 5.5 years of seeing somebody every day you go in the studio. And
End of an era.
No, end of an era?
Era.
End of an era. Go Cubs. Speaking out of an era, go Cubs. Yes. But Lexi the Sexy, we miss you like
End
crazy.
of a losing streak.
At Producer Lexi on Twitter. Stay in touch with what she's doing next, because she's an incredible person. We met her. Myth.
See, you can't
Miss her
talk
like crazy.
either.
I can't talk either. You know me. I get a little choked up when it's when we miss people.
I get choked up when people's hands are on my neck.
You asked for it though. Choke me harder. Okay, baby.
But I do get choked up then.
You do get choked up, man. You're too funny. What was I gonna say? At SwingTime69 on Twitter, Michael Pockets on Facebook. Sorry, I got a little distracted because it's hard not seeing Lexi the Sexy. We've after seeing her so long every day, so it gets a little emotional.
I'm glad
Great
her name
things.
didn't rhyme with like ugly or something. That would really
Luigi,
be weird.
that would be weird. But we wouldn't call her that.
No,
She's gorgeous
her
inside.
name rhymes with sexy.
Yeah, Alexia the Sexy.
Alexia the sexy.
How's that? Alexia the Sexy.
Michael the. I have no idea.
There's
nothing rhymes with
nothing
Michael.
rhymes. Just call me.
Nothing
one
rhymes
who
with
is
pockets
calm.
either, though.
Pockets, sockets,
Less sockets.
rockets,
Rockets.
lockets.
Sure, a lot of things.
Playboy Radio's Holli and Michael, Modern Love, powered by Dash Radio. We love you. Thank you for joining us. Are you ready, baby?
Yep.
Swing.
Oh, you didn't say love your family.
Love you, family. Oh, I have to remember to stop this. Thanks for sticking with us through all the Wi-Fi issues. They're working on it.
Peace out.
Peace out.